20 Zimbabweans are allegedly involved in the shooting that happened in the south of Johannesburg yesterday. We want to look at the possibilities of these individuals. One, them being ex-military or in the military, or they are people who are working with the military. The first thing that you must understand about the ordinary Zimbabweans is that Zimbabweans are generally afraid of guns. They don't have guns at their disposal. It's because of the gun laws that are in Zimbabwe. It's very rare for you to find armed robberies. But in the past 3 years, we have seen this part of robberies in Harare and other parts of Zimbabwe. Mainly the people that are involved are Zimbabwe National Army. You know of the story that happened at the end of 2021. 4 ZNA officers were involved in a shootout with the ex-police detective, Mr. Nemaise. So that tells you how much afraid Zimbabweans are to guns. So no ordinary Zimbabwean would go out and start to shoot or be involved in armed robbery unless they are trained or they were involved in a gang which we know as Mashurugwi. That is point number 1. Point number 2, the prowess that was shown by the shooters in yesterday's shooting, it shows you that this is somebody who was trained.
The rest is from Zim and the one from Botswana. They're well armed. They all have mostly AKs, about 6 or 7 AKs here, and with double magazines, which means they are there for the business. Surprising one is the one that shot the helicopter and injured the pilot and injured the pilot assistant. So we are working with heartless people that are prepared to kill. Like us, the one.
There is no ordinary civilian who can be able to shoot a chopper and shoot a pilot with such precision unless they have been trained to do so. Coming to the first point that I mentioned, I said that no ordinary Zimbabwean has access to guns. And true to that, there is no Zimbabwean civilian who is able to use an AK-47. Even if they've worked as a security guard, they are not trained to use AK-47s. That tells you that the person who was using that gun, either they were in the support unit, in the riot police, or in the military. The third point is, in 2017, the former Minister of Police, Mr. Fikile Mbalula, said that ex-Zimbabwean soldiers were coming to perform cash-in-transit heist in South Africa because they were running away from Uncle Bob. And this is what he said.
There are Zimbabwean ex-soldiers who are in this country robbing banks, promoting criminality. They are running away from Uncle Bob there. Because in Zimbabwe, once you are a soldier for life. You can't get out of it. So to get out of it, they run to South Africa and then they come here and rob banks. They are in the payroll of criminals. And we can't trace them. Because when it's easy to trace you because I will find you somewhere in the forensic because I've got your fingerprints. I've got you all covered, South Africans. I've got your fingerprints. You come here, you steal, I'm going to arrest you. Very easy. But Zimbabweans, where will I find them?
Judging by this, there is no minister of police or any department who can come out to the media without proper investigation, without proper intelligence reports, and without having everything at his disposal to be fully convinced that whatever is presenting, he has got substantiated evidence to his claim. This means that this has not changed. The salaries of the soldiers from then has not changed. The conditions for the soldiers have not changed. So that means the possibility of these Zimbabwean soldiers coming to South Africa to perform this CIT heist is highly possible. The conditions for the soldiers is that there is no Zimbabwean soldier who will leave Zimbabwe unless they are going out on a mission or they are going on a diplomatic mission. So which means that these people can go through the porous borders undetected. No details of them can be accounted for. They are people who are non-existent in South Africa, as Minister Fikile Mbalula said in the video. That means that it makes them to be ready to kill, according to what Minister Bekele said in the video. That leaves us with this possibility. What does it mean for the Zimbabweans? This scenario poses a great threat for the Zimbabweans that are living in South Africa, because they are pointed as criminals or as people that are coming to perform criminal acts, and then they leave because they are undocumented. Does this mean that all Zimbabweans are like that? Definitely no. There are law-abiding Zimbabweans that are living in South Africa who are far away from committing crimes, who have no intention of committing crimes, who are working in restaurants, who are working in the corporate, or who are working in different sectors of economy, but they have no intention to cause harm or to steal from South Africans. What is the solution to this? I believe that as Zimbabweans, as soldiers who are involved in these criminal acts, the onus is upon us to go and register to vote. If you are a soldier, go and vote wisely, because you have been promised. Remember, when there was government of national unity, the soldiers were handsomely paid. They were paid good salaries. They were paid good remuneration. It was not in a promise or a state. They were not promised that the money was going to come. It was money that they would go and withdraw on the ATMs. It was available in their banks, and they could access that money. But now the money is coming in different currencies, in RTGS, in Zim dollar, and auction rate, and all of that. That means that these people are going to keep on promising the same. There is no change. You have the power to change. Say that you tell your relatives to register to vote for change. You tell your family members to register for change. You yourself, when you are given the opportunity to vote, vote for change. Don't vote for the people that are causing you to resort to the criminality so that you can earn a living. That's all that I have. Tell me what you think about this. Do you think these Zimbabweans that were caught are ordinary civilians, not the people that are trained? I'll hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and keep tuned to JCTV Africa.